What's up, calculus students? Really, just two sets of students, period 5 and 6. I am not in. I apologize for not being in on our first day back. However, I am currently driving home from Houston because I went to the national championship game last night, Monday night. So if there's ever a day to miss, it's like both good and bad that I'm missing today. Good in that we don't have any assessments or things to prepare for. Bad that it's the first day back and, miss you guys and want to, catch up with y'all. But we can get that done on Thursday. Want to accomplish a couple things in this video. Make sure you understand what the midterm results were looking like, what they looked like. You'll be able to get your midterm back on Thursday, but we won't probably go through much of it as we will be preparing for your first quiz of the second semester. I'm going to reiterate class expectations. Your job for the rest of the class period today is to watch the notes video, do the homework for lesson 1 of unit 6 on antiderivatives. So here are the midterm results. The raw average was a 68. Now, if you look at that in terms of the curve, it's actually fine, exactly what I wanted it to be. The curved average was an 85. Perfect. Reminders, the curve for this midterm is a little bit different than the curve for most of the other tests that you had. It was like an AP style curve. What happened is if you got a 73 raw average or above, you got an A or a 5. If you got a 60 or above, you got a B or a 4. If you got a 50 or above, you got a 3 or a C. If you got above a 40, I gave you a 2, which is a high D. If you were below a 40, you got a 1, and you ended up getting a low D. The grade on the grade book is your curved average. So you can equate an A to a 5 in terms of expectations and preparation for the AP exam. A B is a 4, C is a 3. And compared to previous years, you guys did in line with previous years. Last year's raw average was a 68. The previous year's raw average was a 66. Remember, the last 2 years, my students averaged about 85% to 87% pass the AP exam. So things are like lined up well. One thing that was a little bit upsetting to see, and I got to zoom out to show it, and you'll see it up top, is the grade distribution. Let's move myself out of the way. So for this year, unfortunately, 18% of us got a D, so got a 2 or a 1. That's unfortunate to see. Last year, it was only 9% of students. And again, last year, about 87% of my students passed the AP exam. The year before, though, about 85% of my students passed the AP exam and 18% of students failed. So, we're still fine. Though, if you did fail the midterm, again, we're putting in a lot of work for this class. The goal is to pass the AP exam, not have to retake this class. I ran into a former student of mine from last year at a basketball game, and he talked about how he got out of 2 math classes and didn't have to take math for his business degree because he passed the AP exam. And he struggled throughout the year, and he worked really hard, but he passed, he used the credits, and he's very thankful. So, let's keep that in mind as our goal. You'll get back the test next class, but we won't spend too much time looking at it. Reminder, classroom expectations are going to be the same. We're still going to do homework and quiz daily. Don't forget, and everybody forgets, if you're absent, you're excused. So if you're absent one class period, you do not have to turn in or do whatever is done on that class period. But if you're in class, you're up to date. That means you need to be prepared to turn in the homework and take the quiz when you come back to school. Okay, you take that quiz that everybody else is taking, you turn in that homework that everybody else is turning in. So you got to stay up to date. If there's some reason that you can't stay up to date, that is a legitimate reason. It's not an extracurricular reason. It's like, I was really, really sick. You got to let me know, not the minutes before class started, but the night before or the morning. Or I can't help you, okay? Don't forget that if you're absent on the test day, you take it in the next class period or before the next class period, not after the next class period. Don't come in the day you come back and be like, when can I take the test? It's like you're taking it now. So let's remember that. We're going to keep our assigned seats for the first half of class. We're going to collapse in the second half of class like normal. Might be a little bit stricter about if groups are not able to stay focused during the lesson, separating them if I have to, but I don't want to. No phones out during the lesson, but you can have your phones around you during the first half of the class period when we're doing practice questions. Obviously, not during the quiz. For the rest of the class, you're going to learn about antiderivatives. So you're going to watch this first lesson. You're going to do the homework. It's new stuff, but it's related to past stuff we've done. What's good about this unit, it is not super conceptual. That's next unit. It's more procedural, which I think some of you like. It's like just we're going to take antiderivatives. They kind of mean what you think they mean. We're going to go backwards. Like if you have f prime, could you give me what f could be? Okay. Reminder where you're going to find the lessons right in here, videos of lessons page. I should be back for period 7. So if you want to stop by, ask me how the game went, or if you have any questions, come on over. Antiderivative video is good. I watched it. It's older, but it's a good. We get through all the examples. The homework video right now is old. I'm gonna see if I have time to update it. I might not. If not, I'm gonna update it on like Wednesday morning. So we'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys had a great break. I'm very excited for the second semester. Very excited to be back later today on Tuesday. And I'll tell you stories about the national championship game if you ask. Take care, and I'll see you when I see you later.